What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the show. I'm Mike Watson, and this is Chat and Draw. And then we're I'm sorry, what? What's Chat and Draw? Oh, that's real easy. I can answer that question for you. Chat and Draw is a show where I sit at the virtual art table across from a friend or colleague, and while I am chatting, I draw their character. Hence, chat and draw. All right. And so I'm Mike Watson. I'm sorry. Who are you? Who am I? Am I even qualified to do the show? Can I even draw? All right. So I'm the publisher of Short Fuse Media Group, founder of Freestyle Comics, 1/4 of the agents of the nerdy, and the most enthusiastic person in comics, and the most qualified person to host this show today and every day that we have Chat and Draw. I hope I have laid your concerns at ease. I hope so. But we're here today. We're going to get into another episode because tomorrow is our anniversary episode. 1 year of Chat and Draw. Cracking off. 1 year. I think like 127 episodes. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a good number. Looking forward to it. So kind of like think of this as like Premier Eve or whatnot, what we got going on here. So let me bring this up. So all the digital rewards for the Kickstarter have been delivered. I hope y'all know that. If you didn't, now you do. I slid into your Kickstarter DMs a couple days ago and hit the share button on all those digital rewards. The books are at the printer getting printed. All right. So we got season 1, season 2, and season 3 in art book form. And just to give y'all something to get excited about here, besides getting those books, the next book for Chat and Draw is almost ready. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This will be 22. And I think when this piece gets done, that'll be 23. I think I'm going to do the cutoff at like 30 pieces per issue. So almost ready. I'm going to start sending this off now to be colored. So yeah, we out here. Season 4 art book coming to a geek hand closest to you. My closest to you, I mean your hand. You're the geek. It'll be in your head. I got it. It needs work. It needs work. I'm there. All right. But we got the Illmatic, the Electric, the Eccentric, the hardest working person in comics. If you don't know who he is, this builds up to the intrigue that I'm trying to build up with my intro. Because here we go. Is this one? Is this one?
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
Mr. Dandridge, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up out your seats.
Hardest working man in comics.
I'm here. Yes. Breaking in, chatting it up with my broski. Mike, thanks for having me on, sir. Ahead of time, happy anniversary. Bro, do you really? Okay, 127 episodes. That is more than an episode a week, okay? Like for real. Like that's like a couple seasons worth of The Walking Dead, okay? You see what I'm saying? Like that's more than 2. That's more than 2 a week. More than 2 a week, bro.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Congratulations on that. Very proud of you to see how you've pivoted in the year without conventions. You still made your name, your face, one of the most visible things in the interwebs talking about comics. So congratulations on that, bro. That's amazing.
Thank you very much, man.
Absolutely
I appreciate that. So J-Man says he's sitting here. Where J-Man at? J-Man says sitting here eating boneless pork chops and a big plate of food and fixings. Here to watch Chat and Draw, one of my favorite shows. What up, Mike and FSK friends and family? J-Man is here in the FSK house.
Hey.
And J-Man has watched and hung out with us for every single episode of
That's
Chat.
fantastic. That's fantastic. Shout out to J-Man.
Paul Henson, get it. Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate that, Paul.
Yes.
Brad is the man. So
Brad is the man.
Hold on, because I got all this Brandon, right?
Right.
So where is it? Is this it?
Last time on
So last time on Most Epic, I was streaming and I was talking about how I could not find the Gwen Stacy, SpiderGwen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bradley messages me. I'm completely oblivious to this thing. I forgot about it. Like I said, I've done 127 episodes. He's like, I got a package coming to you on Thursday. Be on the lookout.
Oh, snap.
The package for what?
Not that I got a package on the way.
Like, I think I heard you. If I heard you correctly, I got something for you. All right. I'm brushing my teeth. I get text. Says the package is here. And then it is Spider-Gwen, courtesy of your man Brad. He is awesome.
Consummate fan. Consummate fan.
Thank you,
Great
Brad.
guy.
Give him a shout out to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Andrew in the building saying, watching this while getting ready for work. You haven't missed nothing. You just missed a couple of dope.
We just getting started.
We just
getting started.
All right. So we're in the building. And I've been teardropping upgrades this last week and a half, showing you a little bit of what's going on here with the entire show. I think I might have showed everything, but
show it again. Show it again.
Well, no, I haven't showed everything. I have not shown them the big intro.
What you waiting on? What you waiting on?
I'm waiting for tomorrow, the anniversary show. Man,
why don't we just tease it like a little bit? Why don't you play just a couple seconds and then cut it off?
Couple seconds and cut it off?
Just a couple seconds.
That's not it.
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, that's all I gotta get.
That's it. I've seen it. I'm on the inside. So I have seen this glory. It is amazing. It is the perfect yearly upgrade for what you've got going on. It is straight up celebration of what you got. So
thank you, Knight Rider, man. I appreciate it. So here's the thing. So shout out and congrats to my bro too, because he is celebrating 10 years of the Samaritan.
Yes.
Character that we are drawing today.
Okay.
His name is Smith, but the book's called The Samaritan. The 8th issue is available for purchase right now. Actually, let's see here.
It's with a caveat. It's with a caveat right now.
It's with a caveat. Oh,
with a caveat.
Here. We up here talking and shooting the crap. Yeah. Here, go ahead and explain yourself. Tell them what we're here for.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm Victor Dandridge, hardest working man in comics, and it is my absolute pleasure to be back on the show to celebrate with all of you the 10-year anniversary of The Samaritan. This is a breakout title, as you can see just over my shoulder right here. There's a poster of it. This is the very first issue to come out of Vantage in House Productions. It is the series that kicked it off, the title that launched the imprint, and 10 years ago, this all occurred. We've had Smith in our lives. Well, technically a little bit longer that we've had Smith in our lives, technically. But the first issue, the story, co-created by my brother Ren McKenzie. We had a lot of fun with this entire series, and it really kind of jumped off everything that I've been thinking as a creator for a long time, really trying to put some stuff out there. So we ran a series from 2011 to 2013. It ran a total of 7 issues. But since then, we've had a ton of people, Andy Cordy, I'm looking at you, a ton of people beg, plead, bribe even to get the story to continue. And as fate would have it, an idea occurred to me to continue the story in an 8th issue. And the only way that you can get the 8th issue right now is if you support us by getting issues 1 through 7, either in graphic novel form or trade paperback form, or as a full set. All those are available at vantageinhouse.com, so you can definitely grab that. So if you buy issue 1 through 7, or let me say that, issues 1 through 7, or the trade paperback, you get issue 8 for free and that is the only way that you can get it right now. So definitely some fun things going on with the brand celebrating. We got some special covers that we're re-releasing, some variants, all that fun stuff. So that is the celebration, the Samaritan, 10 years of the Samaritan series. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's a lot. That sounds great. So, all right, let me see here on these comments. Victor Dandridge Jr. has I love that he just called you by your initials.
Like, I mean, he did.
I like
DDJ.
that. Has so much offered on this site that I know that I have to make another order to get everything.
Oh my God. I love you, Brad.
J-Man says, what up? Is Danny J Quick in the building?
Is he on here? He might be sliding.
Doom Smith, what's up? Andrew said, is there a hardcover version?
So I'm so glad that you asked that question, Andrew. Okay, so for this promotion, no. What we are looking for is a vast experiment with this one. Now, for a hardcover edition, I will gladly go to a crowdfunding platform like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, if not both, because I'm that way. But right now, we're actually doing something a little different, seeing if I've learned anything from participating in crowdfunding campaigns. So this one right now is limited to your traditional floppy issue style or trade paperback, not quite hardcover yet. There is, in fact, though, an ultimate edition that I haven't even announced yet that is coming.
A Dandridge cut?
Ultimate edition. Yeah, you can actually call it the Dandridge cut, bro. I haven't talked about this with anybody. Nobody knows what this is. And I mean nobody.
I'm offended.
No. I saved this for an exclusive for your show.
Oh, I'm not
on the eve of your yearly anniversary. You deserve to get an exclusive from me.
I'm no longer offended.
Yes. Absolutely.
So I've had some fun drawing Victor's characters, specifically Apex Prime. I think I've drawn him the most out of any of Victor's characters.
That is true. That is true.
And I drew what I felt was a very menacing and powerful piece of Apex, which is featured in Chat and Draw Season 3.
Oh my God, the colors on that. Veronica, you go stand in the corner because you did so good on that one. You just go stand in the corner. You in timeout.
Actually, that was Aries that did that one.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Veronica, you can get out of the corner. Aries, you go stand in the corner. You don't come out for 5 minutes. 5 full minutes.
Here. Where my whole? Because I'll show it.
Yeah.
The visuals are out. Let's have a little fun. We can do that. I got plenty of time on this. Share screen. Share the screen. Oh, now you want to take for okay, there we go. So there's a season 3 cover. It's a wraparound joint. Let me see here.
I like
I'm gonna show y'all the whole thing. But
look at him parceling it out for y'all. Tell him stop teasing. Look at that. Look at it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I love that thing. It's one of my favorite things that I've drawn on the show.
You know why I love it so much?
What?
Because it was a lot of fun to see you do it, but then the story that I used it for, I think you enjoy quite a bit too. So
yeah,
it's awesome to see this, finished version like this. If you guys did support the Trouble with Love Kickstarter, you got a copy by way of a short story called World's Greatest? World's plural greatest. And yes, that was like a monochrome, all red. So seeing it in color is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Good job.
Good job. Absolutely love this thing. Aries did really good on this one.
Yeah. Super solid.
This is ID. He's been on the show.
Hey, that's nice. I've seen you make that move.
Huh?
Yeah. Like when it's time to go like to Chipotle and there's low key a line, I've seen you make that move on people. Like just cock back, burrito. Like, yeah.
It will happen. Let's see here. We got is Nana.
Nice. Very nice.
The fave on that one. Now. Oh yeah. Lord Eclipse.
Wow. That looks violent and excellent.
Yeah, this book has season 3 has the most art in it.
I like it a lot.
This knife paw piece I love a lot.
Oh, that's fun.
Marvin Gagnon. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. He did the colors on this one.
Okay. Those are smooth colors, bro.
Those are real smooth. I love the cheekbones up in
the Yeah. Those cut. It's beautiful. I like it.
And then shout out to Danny J. Quick and William Wallace.
I got my hat upstairs. My hat is upstairs.
Then we got, where is he? Captain. This one's just fun. This is a commission I did for somebody about vegetable people.
Not the veggies. I love it. That's funny.
All right. Veronica did this one.
Woo! Both of y'all need to be slapped for this one.
Acolyte. Yeah.
Both of y'all need to be slapped for that one. What book is that?
This is season 3.
No. What
Acolyte.
characters is from what?
Acolyte from Concrete Comics. Lonzo Starr.
God. Oh my God. That low-key just became my new favorite off of this one image right here. That is hot.
Thank you, sir.
I like it.
And I gotta give Short Fuse some love because there goes 5 stars.
Hey.
And my man Ted Sakura.
Nice. Yeah, buddy. Those look good. Cool.
So make sure you guys go check out your inboxes over at Kickstarter. Also, these little things right here, QR codes. If you scan the QR code, it takes you to that specific episode of the artwork, so you can check it out.
Brilliant, sir. I like it.
I can't even take credit for that. That was a Sean Mack idea.
Of course it was. Mac out there spitting fire.
Boom,
Mac spitting facts. I like it.
To this drawing. All right, we got some more comments over here. Jamin says, "Hey Mike, did you see that post of NECA's gargoyles?" Yeah. J-Man, I ordered it.
He really did though. Like literally posted it in our group chat and was like, "By the way, I got this already."
Yeah, that thing is only $35. That is a great price for that.
Getting it.
And you said, okay, I'll consider either the floppies or the trade paperback, then get the hardcover when it comes out. I'll be likely getting it when I get paid next week, though. Money be tight right now. Now with it being Kickstarter's big month for me.
Yeah, listen, I understand that life. I definitely do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, Ren has claimed that he has beaten up Mike a time or two in the past. Has he whooped on YouTube, Vic?
We've wrestled.
First off, let's address this.
Oh, God.
Ren ain't never beat me up.
Oh, my God.
Half the stuff that's said online and the internet is fabricated.
He said
99% of the stuff from Ren's mouth in an interview is fabricated.
Oh, my God.
Except for the fact that he can draw. So the only thing he's telling the truth about is the fact that he can draw. That's it. All right, now
that's funny.
You can answer the question now.
Ren and I have wrestled before. Like this was, oh my God, how long ago was this? It was like I don't know, we wrestled to a stalemate. Like he's definitely stronger than I am, right? Like let me not pretend like I'm as strong as him, but the hold that I had, he couldn't, get me out of. I couldn't get him out of it either, but he couldn't get me out. So we call it a draw. You gotta wrestle. Brothers wrestle. It's what we do. Like wrestle. That's what you do. Just gotta get into it.
All right. Andrew wants me to show, because Andrew did a couple fan episodes with me, so he wants me to show one of the fan pieces we did.
Oh, do it.
This is one of Andrew's original characters from his RPG that he made up. We do this one live.
I like that.
I think the other one is in season 2.
Nice.
Oh no, here it is. And this one was the other one that we did.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I would play that. I would play that character. Yep.
More of a Power Rangers feel to these.
I like that. I like that.
All right.
Excellent.
Let's get to what we got going here.
Sure.
All right, application. Steve Stone says, all fire. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you enjoyed your Kickstarter rewards.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so let's get to the Samaritan right now.
Let's talk it up.
Let's talk about how was this character crafted, Mr. Dandridge?
Oh, that's a great question. So the origins of Smith actually extend back many, many years. I lived on the east side of Columbus, Ohio, in a place that wasn't necessarily the nicest, wasn't the prettiest, it wasn't the cleanest. And one day I was taking out the trash and had this idea, right? Like kind of born from, I don't know if you ever read the book Rising Stars. Was it J. Michael Straczynski did it? And it was like this realistic approach to these kids that suddenly got superpowers and they grew up and all this stuff that happened. And one character, I can't remember the guy's name, but he is invulnerable, right? And you would think like that's, is going to open up the doors for him to, excel and things like that. But, kind of find out invulnerable doesn't actually mean super strong. And it means like you can't feel anything. So he would do things wrong and wouldn't know it, potentially, hurt people or not do something hard enough and mess something up. Like he couldn't tell, he couldn't feel anything. And so I got this idea, like sparked this idea in me, like, well, what if that was like a real thing? Like, what if, people had superpowers, but they were in fact harder to control and it ended up affecting their life circumstances. So what if, the people that you pass by every day that you don't pay any attention to, the homeless, those people that you normally don't, regard in the same way are the ones that that you would need to save your life. Like literally, they would be the last line, of defense for saving your life. That's where the idea came from. And so it was always this thing in the back of my head. And fast forward, a few years thinking about stories, definitely incorporating some inspiration from the movie Unbreakable. I adore that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. So much so that like literally I watched it so many times that when I was watching Split for the first time in the theater and the music switches to the Unbreakable music, I knew what it was. Like offer it, like literally Adri's looking at me like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, oh my God, it's Unbreakable. And she's like, no, this movie's called Split. And I'm like, no, what they're playing right now is Unbreakable. So when David Dunn shows up, spoilers, it's like 4 years old at this point. When David Dunn shows up, like I was just super geek. So I love that whole concept of a guy, just a regular guy, kind of showcasing his superhumanness in the most mundane way possible. It's not about, this flashy costume and, throwing on, some cape or something like that. Although, his poncho does kind of cape out a little bit, but just kind of wearing something every day. And that becomes super. That was, definitely a part of Smith. And then of course the movie Roadhouse. Like I adore that movie. It's ridiculous. I recognize it's a problematic movie for a lot of people. But the concept of it is so brilliant. Guy moves around from place to place, cleaning up, kind of trashy bars, rough areas, and, bringing in his own level of influence, his skill, his superpower into the mix in order to clean it up before moving on to the next place. And once I had that combination of things, that idea of the people that are forgotten or passed over, the guy in the hoodie who you don't even pay attention to, and he just kind of moves around from place to place, Smith was born, and the Samaritan series just kind of started writing itself, almost serving as like a commentary on what I think a person's responsibility should be in the environments that they're in. So that's where Smith came from. And in fact, so if you've seen the first cover, the first cover or the trade paperback cover, there's a sign that is being held. It says, "We'll save the world for you." This is that sign. The person holding the sign is my stepfather, Bill Hunt. Shout out to him for being my model for this one. So he's been the Samaritan for 10 years. Super excited for him on that one. And in fact, here is the original artwork for the cover, produced by Lindsay Rogers. She is a brilliant fine artist that I went to high school with, specifically vocational school at Fort Hays Metropolitan Education Center. Shout out. Yeah, she did like a whole photo op and rendered that in charcoal. So this is a charcoal drawing that I scanned in and made into the first cover of the Samaritan. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
That is dope.
Thank you.
Well, I already knew that, but
I mean,
for those of you that did not, I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's very interesting.
Thank you.
I like where this story comes from. And Smith actually plays, he is in the world of Vantage In-House.
Mm-hmm.
So can you so you have a very interesting way of going about building your world and how it's connected. And I know you have some promotions that you put into action to start to showcase that world. And if you have not been paying attention, it's caught a lot of people off guard. Like, dang, I didn't know all this was going on. Can you go into that for us?
Sure. So the 5 titles that are prominently featured through Vantage In-House Productions. So you have Wonder Care Presents The Kinderguardians, co-created by Justin Castaneda, which is an all-ages friendly title. It's Muppet Babies meets the Justice League. You have Origins Unknown that I did with Jacob Newell, which is like an anthology series that features like little like intros to characters, kind of like with Unbreakable. Unbreakable is technically like the first act of a story. All of these, little anthology pieces for Origins Unknown are kind of that first act piece, and it ends with the characters learning a hidden secret or strange heritage that they didn't know anything about. So that's kind of a teen friendly title. Then we have The Trouble with Love that I did with Harold Edge. Fantastic title, young adult oriented. It's absolutely amazing. Then of course we have The Samaritan that I did with Ren McKenzie, which is more mature. And then also Old Crazy 40 Ounces of Death that I did with Brian Moss, one of the most prolific names in art in Central Ohio. Shout out to him in his campaign with White Castle right now. I got to go get those cups. Those look dope.
Yeah.
I don't even like White Castle, but I'll go just to get him those cups.
Well, I like White Castle.
Oh, well, then I'll give you the White Castles and I'll just take the cups.
Yeah. Cool.
So I created these titles with the intent of them being standalones. They were just short stories, kind of in the same vein of European comics. When you have, European comics that kind of come out as like basically graphic novels is what we would call them. And so they're like these standalone pieces. Maybe they might reference each other in some way, shape, or form, like on a slight sense, but really they're all standalones. And that was the intention for almost the whole time of their publication. But through the years, I actually started to see how some of these titles could actually connect. And the through line just kind of appeared much in the same way like early Marvel did. Like when I'm talking about early Marvel, like the 1960s Marvel, when like Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk weren't in the same titles. They were, like it became something special to put them in the same title, not because it was like, hey, look, they're together. It's like they're actually in the same universe. They didn't actually exist in the same universe in their initial put together. They were just stories. So kind of mimicking that same model to kind of find through lines that will actually build up and actually show that all of these titles are connected, that there's a whole timeline even that these things fit into a multiverse, actually, that some titles that you've seen that that you love are not the quote unquote real Vantage verse. They might be a sister verse, they might be an offshoot, anything like that. So there's a ton of things that is happening. I'm about to like basically do a reverse version of Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to also realize and notice I am drawing on Ucreate paper, which has become the official digital paper that I will be drawing on the show moving forward.
Thank you. Actually, what you can make me do is send you a digital commission pad piece.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My daughter just made that dog egg.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's supposed to be one of the wolves, a sumo wrestler.
A wolf sumo wrestler.
Oh, that's dope.
All right.
I would not sumo wrestle a wolf. I can tell you that.
I would not sumo wrestle a wolf either.
Not even.
So I went back to the drawing board on this piece.
Yeah, why did you start over? What happened?
I realized I needed to tell a story.
Okay.
So this piece is connected to the Apex Prime piece. Victor asked me, why is Apex powering up so much?
Okay.
Apex Prime is powering up so much in that other piece because he just hit Smith with everything he had.
Oh.
Smith got back up.
Oh. Okay. So you're really trying to get some spoilers out your boy. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do. Okay. I mean, because immediately I expect anyone to be like, why would Smith and Apex Prime be fighting? Like, why? Why would they do that? Aren't they both heroes?
Why would they do that?
Aren't they both heroes?
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it.
Sure, they're both heroes. Absolutely. However, even heroes can disagree, right?
Yes, they can.
Even heroes can disagree. And in terms of their style, I actually liken Smith to Batman in BVS and Apex Prime to Superman in BVS. So, I can see them having, kind of a disagreement, if Smith thought that, maybe Apex Prime was possibly going to do something wrong, he'd have to address it with absolute certainty in terms of, the intensity that he comes at it with. And of course, Prime being a classic hero, he's so very sure in what it is that he's about. However, there is no name that's going to save you, that's going to stop you in this regard. So yeah. There's some things on the horizon. If you stand at the right vantage point, you might be able to see it.
Oh, look at the name plug.
What did I just say? Oh my God.
Name plug.
Oh my God. Let's just say that there are some intense connections between them. Intense. Very intense. So yeah. Smith is a character, has a very prominent and recurring role in the Vantage verse, to the point where, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Smith is not his name. That is not his name. That is a moniker that he's taken on in this place as a playoff of John Smith, aka John Doe. Just I'm nobody. Just a guy here to help.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Now your boy's feeling it. Okay.
Uh-oh. The juice is loose.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, snap. When the story starts to tell itself.
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, this is just adding a little bit of my own tweak, a little bit of my own flavor to his jacket.
I like that. I mean, can I ask you for something?
What's up?
It's gonna make you mad.
What?
It's gonna make you mad.
What?
It's gonna make you mad. If Prime hit him with everything he's got, take the hoodie off of him. Burn it away. Tear it up. Make the costume look raw. Come on. Get it in there.
Nah, that was a punch that Prime hit him.
Oh, it's a punch.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why the eyes are blaring now.
Now we got the okay.
So Smith just basically got up and just stretched
with
it out real quick.
Now we up. Now we awake. Okay. You wanted my attention. Congratulations. You got it. You got it. Okay. I like that. It's funny, while you're working on that concept, I've had this idea, this rationale, this reason why Prime and Smith might actually, have fisticuffs. And I've had a few people, take a stab at illustrating it, bringing it to life, if you will. I'm gonna show you one. Shout out to Scoot McMahon for doing this one in his animated style that I absolutely adore. So yeah, I mean, there's certain forces that are just drawn to each other, sometimes opposing forces, sometimes it just kind of, I don't know, demands that interaction, the satisfaction of the interaction. Like, let's go.
I feel it.
So, yeah. I do like that.
Definitely
I
feel
do like that. Actually, while you're drawing, I'm gonna show off a couple more commission pieces that I've gotten. Shout out to Alejandro for this one. This fun, kid-friendly approach. Super adorable. I absolutely love it. I got this one as a Kickstarter reward for pledging to Power Punch Boot Camp, which is one of the greatest all-ages superhero titles in the multiverse. It's fantastic. Let's see. Wait. Hold on to it. Don't slide. Stay up there. Be safe. I got to give a shout out to Joshua Christopher, who did this piece. This is a fantastic one. He is a creator from the Kentucky area. Definitely holding it down. This one he did a couple years ago. So he just wanted to show his love with the Samaritan series, kind of put his 2 cents on it. We're definitely going to do something in the future because I definitely like it. Man, dude, I got a lot of Ren McKenzie pieces here. Like a lot of them. Like, I mean, he did do the series, but like I got a couple pages that are kind of crazy. Like this one is the first page from issue 2, which is great. I mean, look at the graphics on that one.
Yeah,
they did a real good job on that one. A lot of blacks, heavy blacks. Like it. I mean, it's all the way through on the other side. There's a lot of heavy blacks on this one, and looks real good. I like that one a lot. Issue 2 is like my least favorite issue of the whole series. Wait, let's see. Now you saw that dichotomy, right? Like let's show this. Oh wait, let's see.
So is the sketch cover just a blank cover, or just someone on the cover in the way you want?
Are you talking for the Samaritan or for Mike?
For the Samaritan.
Oh, it's a blank cover. It's a blank cover, so you can get whoever you want to do a piece. So get your favorite artist to do it, whether that's Ren, whether that's Mike. Don't ask me. I don't like to draw. But get your favorite artist to do it. Danny J. Quick, don't ask me to draw that. I don't want to. Okay, so wait. So you saw like the heavy blacks and all that stuff that were like for the first page of issue 2. Fast forward to issue 3, Ren wasn't putting in that work. Look at this. This is the first page to issue 3. Now, most of this is blacks that is filled in after the fact. But he wasn't putting it in on this one. No, sir. No way. He didn't want to. And so, yeah. He was like, yeah, I did that once. I'm not doing it again. We also have, and this one's an interesting tidbit. Very few people have ever seen this. So this was a proposed cover that he did. And the reason why it wasn't used is because he colored it with marker and it would not scan well. Like the marks would come in and they would be uneven, and I couldn't correct it in Photoshop. So I couldn't use this cover because the marks weren't quite coming in correctly with the scan. So it would be one that if we did it, we'd have to get it digitally recolored, which I'm not saying I'm against, but I do love that piece. This is why I still have it. Speaking of that jerk Ren, sometimes I think he draws well. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
This is one of those rarities where he too did a piece of Apex Prime versus Smith. So there must be something about that. I don't know why. I just feel the need to have these guys just butt heads. But I'm sure some kind of story somewhere down the line, I'll write something that kind of has that, because I mean, why else would I keep doing this, right? Like, I mean,
yeah, there must be a reason.
Got to be a reason. Got to be something that makes me want to do this. This is looking good.
Thank you. Yes, Andrew, you just send the sketch cover to whatever artist you want.
Yep.
So, just inbox me. I'll send you my address.
You heard the word. You heard what he said. He didn't stutter. I like it. That's really what Mike is doing, y'all. He's using this show as a promotion engine for his commission list, because y'all see him spit that straight fire on all these different characters, and y'all can't help but rush in and be like, I got this sketch cover for you, though. I got this sketch cover. And he's like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that. He's clever, y'all. He's clever. I see what he does. Master of self-promotion. That's the way to do it. Absolute way to do it.
On I be secretly applying to draw everybody's character.
Just kind of put that work in, man. You know, let me do this little bit. Oh, you did like that. Oh, okay. You know, I could draw that for you. I could do that same thing for you and your characters if you like.
Right.
That's it.
No problem. No problem.
Very clever, sir. Very clever. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at that. Work smart, not hard, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
For no reason.
Hey. Use this tech. You got this tech. You use this tech.
Especially when you get one hand drawn really good. I like drawing hands, but I'm not going to waste a good hand.
Nor should you. Nor should you. You know, I've actually got a few more Smith pieces in my collection. Where they are is inconvenient for me to pull them out. They're attached to walls right now. One of them is a piece that Mike did. It's a nice 18 by 24 poster. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's over here on the wall.
I forgot to tell you. I don't know if you saw it.
What?
I believe. Like you keep talking.
Oh, I keep talking. Okay.
Yeah.
I also have another piece by Terry Huddleston. It's a part of his Icon series. So it's a headshot of Smith that is absolutely brilliant and beautiful. I love that one. I've got a piece over here. Dan Dougherty, of Floppy Cop fame and Touching Evil, did a piece, and it's a great piece that's up here on the walls. Let's see. I've got issue 1's first page over here, and I also have the cover that Gary Martin did, and this one is amazing. So. Okay, so you just had Ren on for Chat and Draw to promote his Kickstarter, which was big blast. You used Arthur Adams' Wolverine as the basis for that piece because Arthur Adams is like literally his favorite artist ever. Like, ask him, he'll tell you, and then he'll tell you again because he'll forget because he has Alzheimer's because he's old. He'll tell you all the time that his favorite artist is Arthur Adams. So what I did was I wanted to get, oh my God. What is that?
Oh, it's a headshot. That is it. That's in season 2 of the Chat and Draw art book.
That's coming to me, right? Like I got one of those coming, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Hey.
Wow. I like the green. The red pops on that green.
It does.
Oh, good job. Like I love it. I love it. Okay. You know, ruin my whole story now. Like I don't even
I know the whole thing just stopped.
Dang. Okay. So let's see. I think it was like 2012, 2013, something like that. I decided like I'm gonna go all out, right? Like I'm the hardest working man in comics. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. So I decided to ask if Arthur Adams was available to do a cover. You know, I'll commission it. You know, I'll pay whatever he wants. Like it's Arthur Adams. I'll do that in you know, an honor of Ren. You know, it's his favorite artist. I'll do that. Well, I reach out through channels, try to make that happen. At the time, Arthur was back working with Marvel and was under exclusive contract and could not do it.
Mm-hmm.
But he pointed me in the direction of someone who can do his style, and that is legendary inker Gary Martin. He did that book like How to Ink, like from Dark Horse all those years ago, and then there was a re-release that kind of was updated. Still brilliant. Dude is a straight master. He has inked so many people like expertly that he can actually illustrate in their particular style. So with Arthur's, you know, blessing, I reached out to Gary and was like, hey, would you do this? And he, you know, gladly said yes. Great commission price. So he did this beautiful ink piece. I mean, he did it in like a day. It was brilliant. And it is, again, using the Arthur Adams Wolverine as the basis. It actually says on the side, After Art Adams, which is a great piece. I don't know. Wait, let me see if I can you guys see that? You can barely see it. Like, there it is up there on my wall, right beside Hotshot. What up? So yeah, that piece is absolutely one of my favorites, and it adorned the second half of the collected edition when I was showcasing at conventions. So that piece was definitely a huge one. Between that piece and Lindsay's piece, man, I don't know if there's a better, illustration of Smith out there in the market, because Mike's not finished drawing this one right now, so it technically doesn't count. But yeah, those two, I mean, literally helped, propel this book to bestseller status. In fact, the Gary Martin piece I actually used in one of my most brilliant, I am not ashamed to say it, one of my most brilliant marketing schemes ever while on the Wizard World convention tour. I actually did map like covers of every city on the tour that we went to. And that was issue 1, and then had collected editions of 2 through 4, and then 5 through 7 as separate sets. And I tell you, those sold out in immediate times, man. Like, people gravitated to them. They were exclusives. There were only 20 per city that we went to. So obviously that's one of the things that we're bringing back. And this is for the first time. Like, we haven't had those since 2015. So it's been 6 years since we had those covers available. So now's the time. Go back and look. I think there's like 10 of them that you can get. So yeah, you definitely want to grab those because they are amazing.
This is kind of a Thanos pose.
I like that.
Maybe.
I would definitely take that.
All right, Mike, I got a new character I've been wanting to get drawn from you anyways, and it's a female character. I know how much you love getting practice on those. I have thoroughly enjoyed drawing female characters on this show. I think it's helped me a lot, so I am game, and I'm really loving where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
Your boy is out here.
That's where I expect him to be. What up?
Really good stories with the Samaritan that you have going on here. Now, can you tell us, I guess, give us the elevator pitch for Samaritan number 8?
Oh, for number 8, you want that one. Do I even have that written down? I don't even know what that one is. Wait, let's see. Do I have it written down? Let's find out. Is that there? It might be, might not be. It's not there. Oh my God, I gotta write one. I know I had it somewhere. I don't know. All right, so let's do it freestyle. Okay. Let's see. I would say the quick pitch of it is Yucky, for fans of the series, returns to the apartment building and is in search of Smith, but finds a new companion with a mission all of their very own. That's the pitch.
There you go.
Right there. Yeah. That's freestyle. That's off the top of the head.
Yeah.
Might stay, might not. Feel cute, might delete later. The whole thing about this, though, is that this particular issue, Serendipity, is kind of like a perfect continuation, but it's actually kind of a it's technically a prologue, if you will, a preface to a brand new series. Actually, can I show that? Can I share my screen?
Yeah, just put it up there. I'll bring it up.
Okay, hold on. Let me open this up. And I'll share what is on the horizon yet again.
Dude, you might have to move Smith's jacket over to this little trench coat style.
I gotta give him a trench.
You might have to do that.
Put it in the trench.
I'm feeling it. Like,
I mean,
like maybe this is a jacket he picked up after one of the jackets got ripped up.
I mean, listen, he goes through jackets like Marv does, so I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that.
I could see he saved somebody's life, but his jacket got all decimated, and the person he saved gave him his jacket.
I like that. All right, so I got this piece up right here. Let's see. You said I can share my screen?
Yeah, it'll should pop up and I can click it.
All right. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Wait, let's see. There we go. I'll share this whole image for you. So yeah, this right here is the back cover to issue 8. just kind of letting you guys know, like the end is the beginning. Samaritans, The Mantle is the sequel to the best-selling series, and this is like a whole collection of the covers of issues 1 through 7, and issue 8, yeah, definitely, very clearly, is the beginning of something brand new for the Samaritan series. So I can't wait for you guys to read issue 8 and for you to clamor for where we're gonna go after this, because it's a journey. It's a brand new, exciting piece. I'll be back on, and it might give Mike a chance to practice drawing a lady character, because he apparently likes doing that. So I can see that working. I can see that working out quite well. So
all right, I think that MF is laid out good enough to get these inks on.
Start slinging them inks, please. You know Mike is into it when he goes for the over-the-top look. He done take his geeking hat and flipped it around.
Oh!
Let me tell you how I know he's into it. I love it. I love it.
I actually forgot to hit my switch.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the? Yeah, I forgot to hit my switch.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Listen, I'm gonna tell you a story, and I promise you, this is 100% true. Let me tell you about the story of how I knew Mike Watson was not just my friend, but my brother. It's a real story, and in fact, it inspires the creation of a Vantage in-house title, "Oh Crazy and the 40 Ounces of Death." Okay, so check this out. This is real, and you know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying when I tell this story. All right, so long time ago, way back in the yesteryears of my 20s, I lived on what was OSU's campus, right? Technically off campus, but still on campus. And the little street that I lived on was a one-way facing towards High Street, if you're from here. But it always filled up with cars, like immediately would be packed. So it would park on a couple streets back, right? Just, 2 minutes walk at best to my apartment. So at the time, I was married, and my wife at the time was like, hey, when I went out to work, there's this guy out there and he kind of creeps me out. I said, well, what did he do? She said, well, he only said hi, but it scared me because I didn't realize he was there. And just the timbre and tone of it was just crazy. And I'm like, okay, cool. I got you. So I was like, I'll walk you to your car in the morning. Like, not a problem. So the next day, walk her out to the car. And this big booming voice says, good morning. Like it came out of nowhere. Like if you didn't know it was there, you definitely would have pooped, like without question. The fact that I knew that like somebody could be out there, I was kind of prepared for it. And I shouted back, good morning to you, right? Hug and kiss. She gets in the car, drives away, boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing. So that next day, I think, Mike comes over, and it's Mike, and I think 2 other people were with us. Actually, I know 2 other people were with us, and they weren't with the action, which is cool, so I won't say their names. But we park on that street, right? On that back street. So we park the car, and some dude I've never seen before, right? Not the dude that spoke, but some dude I've never seen before walks up to us, and like to me specifically, and is like, Brian wants to talk to you. And he says, just as aggro, like that, Brian wants to talk to you. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm looking, and I see it's the guy that spoke to my wife the days before. And so we start to go over there, and Mike is kind of like hanging back, like looking like, what's the business here? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm about to find out. So Brian comes up, this black guy, shortcut hair, kind of scrawny, but he's got that build, like that wiry build, like he'll fight you like for anything. Like, did you hiccup wrong? We fighting. Like he just has that energy, right? And he comes up to me and he goes, if you had to kill a man, which is already a crazy question, but if you had to kill a man, would you use a gun or a sword? And I look at him and I say, well, anyone can use a gun, so a sword. And he goes, I'll be right back. And he stomps off into his house. And I look back at Mike. Mike looks at me, and I kid you not, this is it. Mike goes like this. Mike's whole Cleveland came out, okay? He just, I mean, silently just spun the hat around like, this is how it's about to go down. It's about to go down. And I just put my hand up like, hold up, let's find out where this is going. But Mike was ready. And in that moment, I knew then it was cemented like, that man is my brother. That man is my brother. Because he was just like whatever's about to happen, it's about to happen to all of us. We don't even care. Like, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
In the story, dude comes out with a machete and throws it in the dirt, like jabs in the dirt. It's like, that was the right answer. And the whole thing was, he said that he knew why I was out there a couple days before, and that he appreciated that I didn't try to come at him all crazy because he would have kicked the crap out of me. And I'm like, yeah, you probably would have. Yeah, you're right. Listen, you don't argue with somebody that just went into their house and brought out a machete. My mama didn't raise no dummies.
Right.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh,
so he's like, he actually tells me, he's like, listen, this is my block. This is my street. I know you don't live here. But I'm gonna let you keep parking over here because you're cool. Like, you didn't come at me all crazy like these young boys would have done, and I didn't have to hurt you. He says, but on one condition, you got to come over and have a beer with me sometime. And I'm like, done. Like, done. And like I did, right? And he was a very interesting guy, and literally is the basis for Old Crazy, from Old Crazy and the 40 Ounces of Death. Yes.
I forgot all about that.
I know you did. But boy, I never forgot that hat turn, because I was like, that is the moment I saw it happen. It was like, that is my brother right there. What we doing, Vic? Whatever it's about to be, we about to go. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Well, see that's happened to us before. Like, that's happened to me and my friends in Cleveland. Like, and it wasn't about to go. It wasn't about to go again. Like, I have never been robbed in my life. I am from Cleveland, Ohio. I've never been robbed. And I go off to go to college.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. No. I end up getting robbed.
Yeah, you did. You did, actually. That's true.
And
I wasn't there.
I go off to college down in Columbus, and me and my friends, my brothers back home, we all got we were called the S Clique. We love Superman. So the four of us called the S Clique, and everything we got was Superman. So we had got, because we were all leaving. So we got baseball jerseys, and me and Ricky airbrushed Superman, the Superman logo on each one of our jerseys. We're like fucking Power Rangers, man. We all had a different color one. We all had the Superman logo on it with our tag names on the back of it. Then before we left, we all went to the Warner Brothers store when that was a big thing. We got the Superman watch, the Superman ring, Superman earring, and the Superman necklace. All four of us. That was our little bonding thing before we left for wherever we were going. And I come back home for Labor Day weekend, and we go to see everybody, and I'm like, and don't have a car, so we on the bus. We walk in the streets. That's how we got around. That's how we've always gotten around. And it's late, and they're talking about, well, Jerome is over here at the hotel where the party is. So he said he'll just walk back over. I was like, Jerome is not about to walk by himself alone this late. Let's go get him. Let's go walk with him. And he's like, all right, bet. So we walking. And honestly, I have never, ever in my life walked on this side of town of Cleveland. And I've never.
New blood.
And even though it was actually pretty close to my grandma's house in my neighborhood where I lived, but just never worked down on this strip where we're at. And as we're walking, we're all having a good time, rocking our chains and shit. Like, we're not showing off the chains, but we out here, S Clique. We're deep, 5 deep.
What up, though? What up, though?
What up, though? And just like any hood movie where things get quiet, I start looking around and I notice people are falling back. So I'm like, hey, y'all, ain't nobody listening to me though. And I see people going back. The road is disappearing. I'm like, hey, Danny, look, John, we need to go. We need to go. And Danny looks around. He's like, oh, shoot, bet. And just, you do that little thing where you tug on your pants and you about to get ready to run. Click, click. Oh, man. And it was like,
not the Superman swag.
Yeah, man. He said come up with all the Superman swag, all of it. Never robbed before at gunpoint, and that was the first time. I was like, how the hell do I come
Hopefully
back?
that was the last time, Mike. What are you doing?
Hopefully it is. But how do I get robbed coming back to my town?
It happens. Ask
Crazy.
Warren G.
But so when that went down with Victor, no, I'm always ready. It's not happening again.
We not doing that again. Yo.
Like, and I know it was over some some items, which you can easily get back, but that I don't know what old dude was going in the house for. I just know he's about to. I was gonna get some licks in.
Well, yeah, man. Brian was he was a colorful character. I still don't know. After I moved away, I never saw him again, so I don't know. What's up with him? I don't know his last name, so I couldn't even look him up. But yeah, man, it was such an interesting cat. Maybe one day I'll try to go back over to that neighborhood and see if anybody knows what happened to him. But it's been like 10 years, like more than 10 years. So it's possible that he's moved on or whatever. But yeah, it was, like I said, such an interesting thing. Wait, I got a story for you. Like, this actually happened today, okay? Like, no joke. And it's funny you talking about wearing Superman stuff. Like, I know I'm wearing this Invincible shirt. Shout out to the series that drops tomorrow. I can't wait to watch it. If you're a fan of, like, literally Freestyle Comics, Hot Shot, you should be watching this show. If you're a fan of The Trouble with Love, you should be watching this show. Oh. Brad, actually, he was very cool in college. Mike was very cool in college, okay? Almost too cool in college. Mike was the man in college, actually. Let's be, if I'm being honest, Mike was the man. So I had a Superman shirt on, right? Stop, get some breakfast, and I stopped by a local dollar store. I'm trying to get me something to drink right quick. And I'm walking towards the door, like into the door, right? And as it opens up, I see the manager like tugging on this basket full of like Monster drinks. Like, it's a laundry basket, not even like a regular basket. It's a laundry basket full of Monster drinks. And she's like trying to pull back into the store when some young Thundercat is like trying to pull it out of the store, right? And I'm standing there like, wait, is this actually happening right now? Like, hold up. And as like, I don't know, maybe a split second, right? She looks at me and it causes the alleged suspect to turn around and see me. But when they turn around, I kid you not, they were shorter than me. So they come smack dab into my chest looking at this Superman symbol. Like, that's literally what they turned into. Like, and just kind of like stop, they go slack, they stop pulling on this stuff, let it go, and just quietly walk out of the building. And I wait there for a second, like I watch them leave, like make sure like you're not trying to just jump back in here. They start to walk away before I start to help the lady pick up stuff that had been knocked over and make sure she was okay and all that. But man, you talk about like a Samaritan moment. I ain't never felt like so big in my life where this dude like turns around like, hey, oh my God. All right, I'm gonna stop this crime in progress right now. I'm gonna simmer down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. So, yeah, people. Sometimes, superheroics, they actually come out in real life. Mike definitely was my hero that day, and I learned a lesson. Try to be a hero for other people. It's so important.
That's so dope, because that is a story. That's exactly how that happened, and I remember like bringing that back up. I'm like, yeah, that is what happened. Like me, Vic, and I, like even if Vic and I weren't cool, that was just like I was with him, and like not about to let him go out here by himself.
That was the moment friendship was locked in. It didn't even matter. That's my brother. If he was willing to fight with me, that's my brother, like without question. So that's amazing. This is looking great.
Thank you. I can definitely say I'm trying to be everybody's variant cover.
You know how I feel. If you ain't aiming for the top, what you doing it for? That is absolutely it. Everyone's variant cover. Come see him. Go to. That's what we're gonna call you now.
I wanna make your current artist uncomfortable.
Listen, if that's not what you're aiming for, don't draw for me. I want you to make people feel like oh well, hold on, let me put in some work.
He was like, "Oh damn!"
Wait, who is this Knight Rider 85 that clearly knows you?
Oh, I played the video yesterday on the show.
Oh, did you? I'm like, they clearly know who you are. And you absolutely right, Legend. They had a moment where they was like, "Oh my God, it's Superman. I'm sorry. I'm about to go to the library. Is that a church? Let me go talk to.
Not a church.
Let me go talk to Jesus and let me go apologize for my actions right now. What I'm doing is not. It's not it.
It's not it.
It's not it at all. And again, make sure the lady was okay. She said she was, which is good. So just trying to, be on the lookout for people. Try to do things that help out. In fact, that's another thing I want to talk about, if that's all right. So I know we're supposed to be pushing the Samaritan. Definitely, by all means, go to VantageInHouse.com, check out the Samaritan, get the whole series. And if you get the whole series, you get issue 8 for free. The other thing with You Create Comics, that's a big deal for me right now. In my neighborhood is essentially a geek desert. And I'm using terminology that people use when they talk about healthy food and whatnot. So, the desert mentality is when there's not something there. On the south side of Columbus, there is nothing that is supportive of geek interest. Not a comic shop, not a video game store, not in Columbus or in the south side of Columbus. Let me be specific. When you go like east or west or on the north side, there's pretty much all of our comic book offerings are there. Like whether that's Capital City, Crazy Comics, Comic Town, World's Greatest Comics, Pack Rat, Laughing Ogre. There's one that's downtown I don't talk about. Like there's all kinds of don't die. Bring it back. Don't die.
I was looking at the comment.
Don't die.
God, Jesus, not me, because
I throw hands. I got no problem.
Oh, Mary, what's up, man?
Yes. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a personal stance into this. I want to create a geek oasis. So I actually have them in print right now, or being printed right now. I've got these awesome yard signs that have a showcase. Actually, I'm going to share that if I can. I'm going to bring that up right quick. I've got these yard signs that I'm putting strategically in my neighborhood that will feature a QR code. And if you click this QR code, it'll take you to a order form that will allow for you to order some You Create Comics materials. And it's about $20 worth of materials that I'm selling to the kids in my neighborhood for $10. And, so one, I definitely want to give them a discount to make sure that they can, in fact, get these supplies, materials. Because I hate the notion that there's this missed opportunity for them, that they're not going to get a chance to experience, creativity in this way. Can I share my screen, Mike?
I was just waiting to come up.
It should be up. Is it up now? Okay, cool. Okay, so this is going to be a sign that's going to be in my front yard, a couple other places. Like I said, I'll have a QR code on it that when you scan it, I will hand deliver some You Create Comics materials to you. So obviously, I'm sorry for everybody that's not, on the south side of Columbus watching this right now is not going to be available for you. I apologize. But I'm really trying to feed my local community with this. And I will be working in tandem with a local branch of the library because that is the only source of geeky content that a student can get. Whatever graphic novels they have in stock, that is it. And I don't think that that's enough. So this is me trying to, again, be a hero. Comics saved my life for sure. They gave me something to get into that wasn't trouble. And I want to, pay that forward by not only creating the You Create Comics brand, but to make sure that these tools are accessible and easy to find for the kids in my neighborhood. My partnership with the library is so that, understanding that, economics are crazy right now for those kids that would still have a hard time getting even the $10 discount ones, that there are going to be some supplies at the library for free for them. Because again, like comics is something that is so powerful that every kid deserves to, create something or understand superheroics in some way, shape, or form. So definitely, big ups to anybody that supports You Create Comics, but definitely hoping that, the local community comes out and supports this and gives some opportunities for kids to create comics. So that's a big deal for me.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that.
Victor is extremely forward thinking. That's why I'm a huge advocate for the You Create Comics line. I use in all my lesson plans. At the gig that I'm at now, I've already started dropping ease on it and his design skills and activities. And which is why also it just occurred to me dang, I'm not drawing on comic paper anymore because I draw digital. So how can I still wait? Victor, can you send me your file? So I am still drawing on Victor Dandridge. You Create Comic paper.
Thank you.
Because wasn't nothing else there but white paper. So I was like, man, we need to
let's switch that up. Absolutely.
Let's see here. Brad said I ordered a sketch cover that I'm hoping that Ren will work on for me. If I order another, would you be interested? Oh, you talking to me, Brad?
Yeah, he definitely talking to you. He definitely talking to me.
I'm drawing anything that Bradley wants. I got you, Brad.
Excellent.
Victor, that's extremely forward thinking and dope. Richard Ruffin says Miami is definitely a desert. There's zero here in comic culture.
Wow. Yeah, gotta change that.
Stone, who has been a long-time follower of the show as well. Thanks, Steve. Says that's very awesome.
Thank you, Steve.
Darian is saying, which branch will you be working with?
That'll be the Columbus Metropolitan Library's Marion Franklin branch, which is it's actually in the old Berry Middle School building, which actually will feed more into my plans for local development. So again, moving back to the neighborhood that I grew up in was a twofold venture. So my grandmother lives just up the street. She is 84 years old, and I wanted to make sure that I was around to help her out whenever she, needs something, whether that's taking out the trash, getting stuff from the store, picking up medicine, whatever. We're literally right up the street. My mother lives maybe 5 minutes away drive-wise. So I'm back in the neighborhood that I grew up in. Recognizing that, this is in fact a geek desert, I'm aiming to dedicate more and more of my time and energy into creating something special. So, Mike, I haven't even told you this yet. Oh, snap. Okay. So a while back, I had this intention that the elementary school that Danny and I went to had closed down. And I was like, yo, what if I buy that?
You did tell me this.
Okay. So did I tell you that I can't buy it?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so I cannot buy this building. It actually was sold to the Columbus Parks and Recreation Department, and they have plans to tear it down and build something else there. So they're far enough along in the process that they weren't even willing to take any proposals or pitches about how to use this. So funny enough, that is at least, we'll say, 2 to 3 miles away from my house. But this middle school is barely a mile from my house. It's literally a walkable distance. And come to find out, the only thing in this old middle school is this express library branch. So there's an entire school building that's not being used. So I actually am writing up proposals right now to create methods of community engagement. So number one, we're taking the auditorium that's in there, and I want to have a weekly movie feature, taking movies from the library and showing those, and charging for not the movie because you can't do that, but charging for snack boxes. Right now, the snack boxes obviously will have quite a bit of a markup, but the whole point of it is a fundraiser for the community. Southfield has a lot of different side streets and whatnot, and when the weather gets bad and it snows, the city only plows the major roads, but there are plenty of roads that don't get plowed. So this would be a fund that would help pay for that. There's some initiatives that are coming that kind of have the whole neighborhood, the whole community kind of on edge. To add to security, this would be another venture that we could do to actually pay for private security to patrol the neighborhood. We would fund that effort ourselves through this initiative. But again, because this is a big old school that doesn't have anything in it, I would definitely start hosting comic book art classes. I would probably move my studio, this space here, I would move it into the school. That would be where I go to continue making comics and things like that. Let's see. Are you really? Get out. Like, that is so crazy. So I am a product of Southfield, which obviously, if you're a true Southsider, you know that is not the same. But my father graduated from South. So I am a true child of the South Side. Like, I always claim that I have like a Romeo Juliet parentage because my mother's homeschool would have been Marion Franklin. And obviously Marion Franklin and South are rival schools. If you're from Columbus, you understand that life. So like, yeah, I'm a kid that walked both roads, right? Like, grew up over there, 22nd and Siebert, like that's where he lived. I lived on Southfield Drive for the longest time in Southfield. So yeah, like my grandmother's on Norwalk. If you're from Columbus, specifically the South Side, I'm name dropping all kinds of places that you would know. So that is awesome. But yeah, so just different things that I'm trying to invoke and create that will support my local community and kind of big up, the students that are out here. Because again, I think this is something that's worth investing in. If we're going to literally save comics, we got to build the next generation of readers. And I think that's something that, no disrespect, a lot of other, corporate comics don't do very well and maybe isn't the specific focus of a ton of indie creators. So I'm really glad to partner up with guys like Mike, who clearly is going into schools and using comics to teach, because that opens up doors for, what I'm trying to do. And so we all just kind of support each other. It's this brilliant, beautiful thing that shows that even in friendly competition, nobody is the enemy of the other person. Like, we all can eat, we all do eat, and we eat well and we take care of each other. So that's one of the best parts of the community that I'd like to get a lot of these young minds to know and follow and adopt.
Amazing.
22nd and Thurman over.
Yeah, I was about to click that.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. See, like, if you're a real Southsider, you know that Thurman Donato's was the original Donato's. You used to walk to that joint all the time back in the day, over there by Carnes Park and all that. Absolutely. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Awesome. Ryan saying his Samaritan's looking nasty.
Show is. I like it.
Having a lot of fun with it. He also said, yeah, well said.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, bro.
Dropping a lot of knowledge on here on this show, getting it in.
Do what I can.
Victor is a futurist, and the piece that I drew of the four of us, the four brothers, as Ren left the city. I drew Victor as Tony Stark, as a futurist. He's always forward thinking.
Thank you.
And Ren I drew him as Thor because he thinks he's pretty and he likes to hit things with hammers. So I figured that was perfect.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That is amazing. That was the first Donato's. Yo, that is legit. Historically, the very first Donato's pizza site. Like, that is the very first one in the whole city ever, like in the world. That's the first one. So got a lot of love for the Thurman Avenue Donato's.
Yeah, that's funny because I was just talking to Carmen the other day about Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
How I wish, like, they should have did everything in their power not to sell that first Wendy's.
Well,
like, because you'll never have that again. Like,
no. Yo, that spot should have been considered historic, but they didn't. Between that and Cosi, they got rid of the originals.
That hurt my feelings. I'm not even a Wendy's fan, but like, when I came to Columbus the first time, like on a field trip as a kid, when we went to Cosi, we went to Wendy's.
That's right.
It was right across the way, and they were like, "Yeah, this is the first Wendy's ever." I never been in a franchise like that where I could say this is the first one that was ever built.
Yep. Secretly, Ohio is home to a lot of firsts.
Mm-hmm.
We create a lot of great things. I mean, I know you know that, being from Cleveland, home of Superman. What?
Yep.
By way of Cleveland, Miles Morales wouldn't exist. That's
right.
Correct, So yeah, Ohio does a lot, the Midwest really does a crazy ton of stuff. Again, shout out to Robert Kirkman from Kentucky. Okay, Midwest, we holding it down. Don't think it's all just farmland. We make comics, y'all.
Yeah, we do.
I love it. I love it. You're right. I might have to go for the long coat now. Might have to make that work.
I mean, I just feel like it's a little bit gangster.
It's not a little bit. It's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. Yeah, that's solid. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can just see it now. Like he just got punched and he got back up. Like that's it, bro.
So that's what we doing. I like it. You read my mind. I was like, I bet he about to drop some color in that. I brought that shadow in there. I bet he about to drop that shadow in there. That looks good. I like it.
Man, this is a fun piece. And see, and that's another thing like drawn on this show, as much as I've drawn on here, being able to recognize that like, yeah, that sketch is not going to work. We're gonna have to go into something else.
Absolutely.
And like, and I've been thinking about that all day today. I'm like, yeah, I'll just do another explosive image or pose to match the old Apex, but then I was like, no, let me do the opposite.
Yeah,
because Smith is more explosive and Apex is more of the calm one. So let me role reverse them.
Yeah, because Smith will kill you. I mean, I'll keep that honest. Spoiler alert for anybody that's reading the books. Smith is not just I'm gonna throw them in jail. No, it's none of that. It does give you options in these streets, man. Sometimes you gotta get in with the long coat. That long coat. With the long coat. Big Daddy long coat. That was a joke. Only Mike's supposed to get that one.
I'm with it.
Only Mike is supposed to get that one. There's a lot of things that through Smith I want to explore, both Smith and his other identity. So there'll be a lot of things that I'm really proud of to explore, aspects of representation, because I'm not necessarily a big advocate for representation in certain capacities. There are some that I definitely think is pandering, and I'm just not for it. So me personally, there's things that like as a character I have for Smith that I have not revealed. One, because it didn't fit within the story. But yeah. There's, I mean, Mike knows, but they are like, when they come out, I hope that I make a lot of people really proud of the character that Smith is and what he represents. So damn, that looks good. yo, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop right now, because you're gonna be so mad at me when you have to redraw both this one and the Apex Prime one on the cover for the thing that I can't talk about yet. You're gonna be so mad when you got to redraw that.
Emma?
Yeah. I think you're gonna be mad.
Let's just say that's what light tables is for.
Oh snap! Okay. I was trying to help you out. He said, listen, if you see me fighting a bear, you go get some nail files and you sharpen that bear's claws. You help the bear. You don't help me. I'm the most enthusiastic person in comics. Most epic.
Trying to be out here.
I like it.
Oh,
it looks like he done kicked in a whole wall on somebody.
Right?
Come on, give me that glow. Give me that lumen. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, buddy. Oh, so you like to hit people. This is what happens when I hit back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. So in light of conventions, or physical conventions, I've been moderating for Wizard World Comic Con. They've been hosting a ton of virtual experience things. I became a part of the programming content team like late last summer. Kind of bumped it up a little bit in the meantime and in between time, kind of pushing my weight around a little bit. And I am now the editor-in-chief of the new Wizard magazine. So again, representing big things from Ohio for the industry. I mean, if you've been a comic book fan for any amount of time, surely you've heard of Wizard Magazine. I'm sure you've got a couple issues of it, and it would be my absolute honor to bring that back for people to experience. We got a lot of cool things on deck that we've been working on for a little while that I can't wait for you guys to see. We got some 0 issues, some half issues, some first issues. We got all kinds of stuff on deck coming out. And that's what I've been up to. Teaching virtually, writing, commissioning some great, crazy projects, and talking a bunch. I mean, I run my mouth a lot. I don't know if you can tell. I like talking. And having opportunities to, discuss content, creativity, magical things like that. It's been an absolute treasure. Right now, I'm actually doing an artist residency with the Charles School at Ohio Dominican, and it's going to be an 11-week course. And it's been brilliant to talk, comics to some kids that it wasn't even their vibe, but now they're learning so much, and not only like learning how to do comics, but also learning how to be an entrepreneur and kind of write their own ticket and creativity. So, just trying to inspire. That looks so good. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, this was a fun one.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man, place your bets. Who you betting on? Smith versus Prime. Who you betting on? I need to know from the people watching. Who you betting on? Coats or capes? What is it? Who's winning? Who's walking away? Coats or capes? Coat. What do we got?
I'm going.
You saying coats? You putting it on the coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smith is a problem, man.
I mean,
Apex is it's just like Apex can go toe for toe, but Smith is from them streets, man. It's like trying to. It's. Hey, I got you. It's like, and I actually just put this together.
Okay.
Now, I know a lot of people don't like Rocky V. I do though.
Oh.
And I mainly like Rocky V for 2 specific reasons. Because Mickey comes back in lightning form while the train's going and said, "Get up, you punk! I didn't hear no bell." And you're like, classic. And it's a street fight, and I love it. I love the vindication that Rocky gets from punishing that boy. You know what I'm saying? It's epic. But I watched it again the other day, and when your boy said, "I told you he's a street fighter. You never fight a street fighter," I was like, he is. He used to go around collecting money.
He did.
That's Rocky's ring. So when Rocky's like,
I'm gonna hit you good.
Oh,
yeah, buddy.
My goodness.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so it's like that. Like Tommy got trained. That's Apex. He's a great fighter. He's super strong.
Right.
Trained all in here. But Smith, Smith, going for the body. He punishing you. Smith
hitting you in the liver.
Yeah. Smith's mama said, "Don't stop until they don't get up no more."
I like it. I like it.
Here. And so this is the piece. Where is it? There it goes. So this is the final piece or whatnot. Another piece for the Chat and Draw book. This is also going to Victor for him to do whatever it is that he wants to do with it.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
might have to make some special. I got just the thing. Last time I took that cover and I made like a little 8-pager script joint.
You did.
So this time I might have to do something similar.
You did.
I might have to do something similar. I tell you what, I did say I had an exclusive that I'm going to reveal for this one, right? So we've got after this whole campaign for issue 8 is over and wrapped up. There will be a retailer exclusive. The only way that you can get it is through comic shops. Okay, it's going to be an ultimate trade paperback edition featuring a cover by the Stacey Robinson. Right. Not only is it going to have issues 1 through 8, it'll also have strips 1 through 8. It will also feature 7 short stories that I wrote that fit in between the different issues that kind of explain other parts, other facets of the characters, and just kind of builds upon the world that is for the Samaritan. So yeah, we're going to have some cool things in that one. Should have a forward by Danny Cooper. is going to definitely feature a couple of sketch pieces. All the things that I used in order to create the book is definitely going to be there. And this is again another big reveal. I'm low-key working on a documentary about the creation of the Samaritan. It's a very different way that I'm doing this. It's going to be brand new. It's kind of unique, if you will. Hopefully people will dig it. But I will definitely make sure that there's a QR code or something that will allow you to have access to check that documentary out. So the Ultimate Edition will be coming out. I'm aiming for later this year, possibly late summer, early fall, to give people this bigger presentation of the Samaritan. But it's the ultimate one. Won't be much better. It might be hardcover. It might be. We'll find out. But definitely a soft cover was guaranteed, but there might be a hardcover joint.
Awesome.
Body blows for sure.
Thank you, Steve.
Love it.
Thank you, Ryan. And thank you, Brad. And Richard. Appreciate that very much.
Yes.
All right. So go over to ventureinhouse.com. Go check that out so you guys can sign up and get that copy. I've gotten to read it already. It's dope. So please.
Why you got to rub it in on people? Why you always got to rub it in?
Man, because that's the benefit of being on the inside.
Listen. He said, did I turn the hat around? That's why I get to rub it in. Because I turned the hat around.
Look, I called Trevor and cussed him out because he ain't tell me about the neck of gargoyles. I was like, what is the point of us being friends if you don't get to give me the inside line?
What are you waiting on?
I ain't show nobody nothing you showed me. What's good? Come on now.
Remember the roommate times? Come on now.
Right.
I let you eat some of my ramen. Come on.
Now, I got a couple different projects in the hole. Very just turn the knife, Mike. So as soon the books, like I said, the Kickstarter, my Kickstarter books, Chat and Draw, are at the printer being printed and stuff. So once I get those, I'll be shipping those off, and I'm immediately jumping into my next Kickstarter, which will be the Hot Shot Trade Volume 1, and it will coincide with a reissue of issue 0, but issue 0 is going to have text this time. So we're adding text to that issue.
Did I work on that?
Yeah, you worked on that. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm almost thinking about adding a number to it. But we'll see.
You ain't gonna do it.
We'll see.
You ain't gonna add no number.
So a couple different projects in the hole. We just finished our Danny Cooper, Veronica Smith, and I just finished a 10-page mini comic for Veritime Global, which will be featured over in China. It's the third book that we've done for them, mini comic book talking about disasters or global disasters and how to stop them and deal with them and things like that. We made a superhero called Captain Veritime. Well, actually, they did. We redesigned it and turned it into a comic book. I just got put on to this project right here. What's that? Hit enter. It's called Butts in Seats, the Tony Schiavone story. Apologize for pronouncing that wrong. I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but I'm from the Stone Cold era. That's I like Stone Cold. But I've gotten to read some of this and check this out. This thing is ridiculous. Their goal is $20,000, and they are at $90,000. $90,263 with 1,574 backers, and they still have 21 days left to go. Go ahead and check this Kickstarter out because I was the 14th stretch goal and I got unlocked. So I am drawing. I'm drawing a 6-page mini story with Ric Flair and Sting featured in that story. So
nice.
Check it out. Siobhan E. Thank you.
Yeah, Shivani.
So I'm doing a 6-page story, and my thumbnails just got approved yesterday. So I'm diving in on the pencils and the inks on it tonight, which I'll probably have up streaming or whatnot. I got a tight deadline to get it done. I don't know why I doubted it. I was like, I'm the 14th stretch goal, man. That's far. That's a lot to get. And they hit their budget in like an hour.
That's what you get for thinking.
That is exactly what I get for thinking.
How dare you challenge the merits of the wrestling community?
How dare I?
You will learn today.
I apologize. So please go check that out. Also, in case you did not notice these dope Geekian hats here, yeah. I know Victor's working on making those available for the public. I just wanted to give y'all the heads up because I got mine. Hey,
Still just poking at people. Oh
I
my
used to
god.
work at WWF with short bit, and then went to WCW and was with them for years, and now he works in AEW. Oh
Nice.
yeah, dude, the story, like, apparently I think I got the funniest story out of all the skits. Ric Flair is wild.
Oh, that's amazing.
He wild.
That's
So,
amazing.
go over there, check that out. And make sure to hit up VantageInhouse.com.
Thank you.
Check out the Kickstarter. Check out Victor's website. I want to thank Vic for being on here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Tomorrow is the premiere.
Hey,
All new. Still the same, but with a lot of dressing. Chat and draw.
1 year, baby.
1 year.
That's what I'm talking
127
about.
episodes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mama said she needs a hat too.
I got you. I got one over here just for you. I got you. Say less.
So I don't know what I'm going to draw. I know Danny Cooper's going to be joining me for at some point. But I have no idea what I'm drawing for this episode. But I'll be showing you guys everything that we worked on. I'll be giving a look at the Chat and Draw books again. But I'm no longer doing seasons anymore. I'm just doing the episodes as they are. We're moving to 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I'll be streaming on Thursdays, game stuff on Thursdays, and Fridays I'll be doing game stuff and Agents of the Nerdy. We are building up a pretty decent online community with our Twitch. So I would like you all to be a part of that. You can follow me all at Most Epic Art. But again, shout out to Victor Dandridge, Hardest Working Man of Comics, for joining us today and allow me to play in the Vantage in-house world. Love his character so much.
Thank you.
Mike, what's going on with your drafting table? You turned to the iPad and shunned your table. Oh no, well, I still use the drafting table, buddy.
To hold the iPad.
Yeah, I bring it over here when we're watching TV. Like tomorrow, as I'm working on all these pages, because for my new job, I do comic illustration as well, and I've got a double page spread to finish up. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be watching Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2. I'm going to be watching Invincible episode 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to be watching My Hero Academia season 5 premiere. Here we go now, baby. It's a geek fest up in this mother.
Hey, it's good times.
Yes, J Bear, Christina will be in the building. You will get to see your Christina. And yes, so join us because I'll be doing Chat and Draw, and I'll be going directly into Agents of Nerdy. If you missed last week, you missed a doozy because ID and I had a twerk battle that I won. So who knows? It may go down again. But thank you again, everybody. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Please go support this young fella right here because he's a cool guy at the end of the day.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask